What's going on, guys? Lord here. If you didn't know, cars are supposed to be added into Fortnite. Now, we don't have an official release date of when they're supposed to be added, but we do know a lot about them. Now, all the information I'll be providing you today is thanks to Hypex, so make sure to go, follow him on Twitter and even subscribe to him. But before you subscribe to him, make sure to subscribe to me, because only 1.5% of you are subscribed to me. The other 98.5% of you aren't, so for some reason, get with the program. So as we progress throughout the season, there will be more and more roads revealed because water level is going to lower every 2 weeks. As you can see in this map right here, this is what the map is going to look like over the next, the next season. As you can see, every 2 weeks, there's going to be more and more places revealed. At one point, there's actually going to be an Atlantis POI revealed, for Aquaman. But let's get into the topic of today's video, which is cars. So there's going to be 4 different types of cars: a small car, a medium car, or a large car, and then finally a big truck. Now, according to the Battle Pass trailer that we saw at the beginning of the season, we kind of have an idea of what these cars might look like. So as you can see right here, I'm assuming this is what the small car is going to be, this sedan slash taxi look. And then the medium car is probably going to be, sports cars, a little bit faster than the small car, but not that much bigger. And then the large car is probably going to be, the trucks, the vans. And then finally, the truck is obviously this big 18-wheeler. So these cars actually have different spawn rates. So there's going to be a minimum of 1 car and a maximum of 10 cars spawning throughout the whole entire map. Now, I'm assuming as we progress through the season and there's less and less water on the map, the amount of cars that will spawn on the map will also increase. So even though it sounds like a little bit right now, there's honestly not that many roads right now, so it makes sense. So these cars actually have different, gas mileage to them, and they actually spawn with different amount of gas in them. So they all spawn with a maximum of 100, but they have a different minimum.
Did I just say minimum very weird, or was that just me?
So small and medium car have a chance of spawning with 40% gas. A large car has a chance of spawning with 50% minimum gas. And then a truck has a minimum of 80% gas. Now, these cars not only spawn with a different amount of gas in them, but they get different gas mileage. And not only do they have different gas mileages, they actually have boosts built into them that changes the gas mileage. A small car can last 4 minutes and 20 seconds with no boost and 20 seconds with boost. A medium car can last 3 minutes and 20 seconds without boost and 20 seconds with boost. Large car can last 2 minutes and 13 seconds without boost and 11 seconds with boost. And then finally, a truck can last 5 minutes without boost and only 10 seconds with boost. I'm hoping this boost is like boosting these cars into the air in some type of way, or the boost might not be worth it at all. The truck goes from lasting 5 minutes to only 10 seconds. These cars could also start leaking gas. So I'm assuming once it reaches a certain amount of, damage, it starts leaking gas at 2% per second. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of gas, but I'm pretty sure it's going to, affect you in the long run. So these cars actually spawn with different amount of health. It makes sense because, they're all different sizes. So a small car spawns with 800 HP, a medium car spawns with 1000 HP, a large car spawns with 1200 HP, and then a truck we actually don't know because it's not in the files, but I'm assuming since, it's a pretty big vehicle, it's probably going to have like 1500 HP or maybe even 2000 HP. So I'm not quite sure if these cars are going to have a different top speed because, in real life, a truck obviously has a different top speed compared to, like a small sedan or even a sports car. In the files, there's currently nothing pointing at that, but I'm assuming and I'm hoping that these cars are going to have, different top speeds because the truck's lasting 5 minutes and it's going the same speed as a sports car. Why would I take the sports car over the truck, Because the truck's going to last way longer. It's going to go the same speed. So there's going to be no point of choosing the sports car over the truck. Now, another thing to think about here is obviously sedans are going to be for a whole squad and these sports cars are only going to be for 2 people. So are we leaving our teammates behind if we find a sports car? Is one person driving back and forth? How are we doing this? These are things we're going to have to start thinking about, like who's getting left behind when you're in a trio cash cup. A sports car spawns in the parking lot of Pleasant Park. Is there even a parking lot in Pleasant? All right, it spawns in the driveway in Pleasant Park. Who's the trio getting left behind? Is it the guy with less kills? Less damage? Is this turning into Warzone?
Where's my gulag?
Anyway, this video is getting a little bit too intense, but basically cars are being added to Fortnite eventually. We don't have an official release date, but eventually they'll be added, and eventually somebody's getting left behind. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like the like button, comment the comment, and yeah.
In the morning when I wake